Hi guys, it's Mike here. I wanted to show you my Simon Says Stamp haul and the card I made with one or two items from the haul. And it came in just this afternoon actually, so I filmed it immediately and I set to work on the card immediately as well, just for you. Because I didn't want to do just a haul. I mean, it's not a big haul, but this was the main reason to get them. They were half price, and because I love my glitter paste so much that I made last week, I thought I would need more. Then and I got an Impression Obsession 6x6 stamp, and it's called Painted Stripes, and I thought it might look very nicely as a watercolor look, or distressed look, a bit manly maybe. Mm, and that's my second background stamp, so I thought I might need one. Newton Nuke, and I don't have any. This is my first Newton Nuke stamp, and I had to get a kitty, and it's called Ornamental Newton, and it's a kitty. um, Bella on Bobble. It was always sold out. I've been trying to get it since last year, but now I finally got it. And I love the ears on Bella. They just melt my heart. And it's from Wild Rose Studio. And I got a big scripty Merry Christmas from Simon Says Stamp. I thought that would look cool on its own because it's really big on the card front and maybe with watercoloring. Oh, and a coupon code in case you're interested. $5 off until Sunday or Monday, the 21st, and with Harvest. Art Impressions, that's one of my favorite companies, and I got it for the penguin. I love the other images as well, but the penguin was so cute. With a little star it's holding. Oh, yeah. I also got the stack penguins from Art Impressions, but um, to be honest, those were a bit small for my weary old eyes. I had trouble coloring them. And yeah, I was thinking ahead when I bought this one. It's from Inky Antics, and it has what you call a group of bunnies hopping backwards, a receding hairline. Or how does the Easter bunny stay in shape? He does aerobics. I thought that would be cool, but I love the bunnies as well for children cards or baby cards as well. It's not just for Easter, although it's called Easter riddles. And then I thought after Christmas it's also time for Valentine. And this is from Simon Says Stamp. It's called Heart of Roses, and you can see it's the same size on the package as it's in the die is in real life. And yeah, I don't have anyone to send Valentine cards to, but I thought, Mother's Day cards, wedding cards, birthday cards, oh, you can use it all the time. And then this three branch circle from Memory Box. And I really love the oval one that Simon Says Stamp had. But I thought this one had a bit more of an open area, so it would be easier to make stuff peek through or build a scene. So I got this one, and I'm using it on the card actually. And I'm just showing you how it die cuts because from the pictures I wasn't sure what shape it would die cut, and yeah, on the package there's a square. So, but yeah, it cuts the circle, and I try to line it up or lay it straight, but that didn't work. Also, it didn't cut well. This is quite sturdy paper. It's 120 pounds or 250 grams, and my plates are a bit, uh, I don't know, curved, bowed, old, uh, you know. So I got a new piece of paper and I'm trying to lay it flat, and I'm using the old one as a shim. Oh, and a coupon code. Sorry, Simon, but it was a really nice, sturdy piece of cardstock, and it was handy, so I grabbed it. I really should get one of those precision plates. Yeah, I'd rather buy a stamp set or a die actually. Yeah. So I'm not surprised you have to poke it out a little bit because it's very intricate and my cardstock is really thick. But I don't mind doing that actually. I'm not sure how it will work if you have to do 50 of them. But yeah, it's good therapy just looking at it when you do the voiceover and you think, oh, that's so fun. So now you can see how straight it is. It's not at all, but yeah, I will fix that. And I'll show you. And the card is coming up. This was the haul from Simon Says Stamp, and I don't do many hauls. I don't want to make anyone sad that I got stuff, and I had that sometimes when I watch haul videos. I wish I could buy everything, and I'm sure you have the same. But yeah, no can do. So yeah, thank you for watching the haul, and now let's move on to the card. So here it is again, and yeah, crooked. I think I will try a bigger circle and save it, but for now I thought, oh yeah, here's the card I made. This is how it ended up, and I made it for the CAS Clean and Simple Colors and Sketches Challenge. It's their 200th. They're 4 years in the running, and it's one of my favorite challenges blog. So here it is. I thought if I lay it straight and I point the tree straight with my grid and then use the sticky tape to put the panel or stick it to the panel. And I tried to, I mean, I got it straight, just not in the middle. So, but I thought that's not important because I can fix that. I cut it off or make a mat or make the card narrower. So I didn't even try to reposition it because I was really happy with how straight it was. And that's where the grid comes in. You see that it also cut in one go actually, just with the coupon code. It just went back and forth and it was done. And this is the same 120 pound cardstock. So I think it would look nice if you do it in a circle. If you have bigger circle dies and you cut that out, that's how I'm gonna save the crooked one, I think. um, so yeah, I'm measuring the difference, and it was 4 millimeter between them. I think 2 millimeters. I know I cut off a sliver. I think it was 2 millimeters, and then of course I also had to cut it off from the card base. And I thought about matching it, and that's why I put all the post-it on later. But I already cut it off, so yes. Sometimes my brain works faster than my hands, I think, or the other way around. Maybe my hands are faster than my brain. No comment. So I'm tracing the opening, so I know where to ink. And because of the matting, I thought I should, put some tape around it so it doesn't show from behind. And of course, I didn't have to do this because I didn't use the mat. But sometimes, you're in this process and, well, yeah, you just go through it. I'm testing here some of the colors because I wanted to match as closely as possible to the challenge colors that they ask for. And I found actually that two of my mementos are really similar to my distress inks, so which is good to know. And the I will use the mementos. I thought maybe I'll need it to blend with it as well, but I didn't. I'm using the nautical blue from Memento to stamp the sentiment, but it's almost the same, or if not the same, to chipped sapphire. So I'm using that to do the ink blending. And oh sorry, it's Faded Jeans, by the way. Faded Jeans, Tumbled Glass, and Salty Ocean to do my ombre look. And I sped the ink blending up 4 times, in case you were wondering. I'm not that quick, but it's a bit of a lengthy process, and the video is getting longer and longer. And yeah, you know how to ink blend. It's just putting it on, and I don't really worry too much if I get those harsh lines that you get, because I'm building the color up to the maximum of the saturation you can get, so you can't go darker than that. And unless you put another color on top, of course. But if you get the maximum saturation in one color, even if you had a little oopsie, you won't see it, because all the colors around it will be the same color. And when it dries, it always evens out a little bit. So you know, don't fret too much. And I'm of course using my 140-pound card base from Canon laser copy paper, actually, or I have either Canon and or Mondi. It depends on which one I can get my hands on. So this is my Ranger transparent glossy texture paste, and a drop of tumbled glass brief inker, and some silver glitter. So I'm not sure if that goes with the challenge, but yeah, I don't care if I win or not. So I'm just taking part to take part and to make a card. They said the challenge, to make you create. I wanted to use maybe my new Merry Christmas from Simon, but it's way too big. So I'm getting my Hero Arts classic Christmas borders out, and it's an old one. I bought it secondhand, so I don't know if it's still available, but you know, any sentiment that you have, you can use. You don't have to use the same I have. And I found I might need to do a little bit of a soapy wash with my Merry Christmas. Even if I clean it beforehand with the baby wipe, there's some fuzziness, which I'm leaving for the card because I'm not starting over. And while the embossing paste or texture paste was drying, I cut some little small trees and a village from Crafty Motion and a deer from Yvonne Creations. These are Dutch companies, I believe. But yeah, again, any scenic die that you have, I ended up not using them because I thought it was too busy. It filled up the the window too much. And you just spend a bit of time ink blending your scene and putting on the nice stars, and then you cover it up. Yeah. So also really tedious small bits, not many, just a few, so just to support the trees. I think I might try to do this if I do it again, with foam. See how that works. Because even my scissors was protesting. So I'm peeling off a little corner where I can stick the little deer. And she's just walking in the woods. There's also in a set a baby one that maybe I can put on the other side, and they're walking towards each other. Hey, oh, see? Another card made in my head. Too many ideas sometimes. Well, yeah, all that remains is sticking it to the card base and straighten it out. I went a little bit crooked, so I just